Mrs. Erin Sanders, right? Your actions are obstructing official duties. Open the door right now and cooperate with the investigation.
I refuse. Did you say you're Officer Hughes? Is this some new kind of scam or something? I'm calling the police.
I am the police.
I don't believe you. You didn't even have a police ID. You seemed suspicious, that's why I kicked you out.
Sometimes I forget to bring my ID.
No, that's not possible.
Yes, it is. Don't talk about police matters as a civilian. You don't usually have dealings with the police, right?
Well, no, but... By the way, how do you know my number?
Because I'm the police.
So the police know everything, huh?
It's because you're the mother of a criminal. As part of the investigation, I checked your number too. As I mentioned earlier, there's an arrest warrant for your son for a $5 million fraud. Hand him over now. If you protect him, he'll be arrested too.
A $5 million fraud? That's impressive. I might as well commend him for it.
Huh?
Being able to deceive such an amount, that's amazing in a way. It's like he has some incredible talent.
Are you okay? Praising a criminal is messed up, you know?
Sorry.
Your son is a heinous person.
But it's hard to believe, so I had to make a joke. I don't remember raising him to be a scammer. He has a sense of justice, and I don't think he'd deceive people. I think it's a mistake.
Everyone has a hidden side. Based on the investigation, your husband passed away 7 years ago, right?
That's true.
Maybe that affected him negatively.
What do you mean?
A child without a father often carries hidden darkness in their heart, even if it seems fine on the surface.
Really? He's pretty straightforward, and he has no hidden agenda. In fact, he made a promise to his late father to become an honorable person.
What do you know about child psychology?
Well, what do you know? Don't talk like you know my family. It makes me mad.
How dare you talk to a police officer like that?
I'm sorry.
Just hand him over already.
Well, you see, he's not at home right now.
Where is he?
I don't know. He hasn't come back in the past year.
I see. He must be hiding because he's guilty of something.
What should I do? Is there anything I can do for him?
Good news. The victim is willing to settle.
Oh.
If your son pays back $50,000, they won't pursue it further.
Wait, $5 million reduced to $50,000? They're discounting quite a bit, which makes me even more suspicious.
Apparently, the money involved in that scam is untraceable.
Is the other party also a heinous person?
Well, yeah.
In that case, why not arrest him first?
No, he's technically a victim.
Let's stop this, Officer Scammer.
What?
Do you think I'll be fooled by your story?
I'm a police officer. I don't deceive people. Resisting would be obstructing official duties, you know?
Police officers always have their IDs.
Don't talk like you know things.
I know. I'm a police officer.
What?
Who are you, really?
I'm Officer Hughes.
No, you're not a cop.
What do you know? I'll throw you in a holding cell.
If you can, go ahead and try. You're trying to swindle $50,000 from me. If you're a cop, you should know what crime that is.
There's no crime here. I haven't taken the money.
You don't know about attempted fraud?
I know, but this case doesn't fit that. Because I'm a genuine police officer and haven't deceived anyone.
Alright, you're just going to keep insisting, huh?
Yeah?
Which police station are you from?
Can't tell you.
Normal cops usually introduce themselves like I'm so-and-so from this and that station.
It's a top secret case.
Do you think you can get away with that excuse? My front door has a camera. Got your face on tape and I'll submit it as evidence to the police.
You dare try that and see what happens to you and your son.
Oh, your tone changed. Are you getting nervous?
Fine. The police thing is a lie.
Well, I'm not the police either.
What?
I love crime dramas and watch them a lot. My favorite is Criminal Minds.
You lied?
Well, it's mutual, isn't it? I might have been a bit better at it. By the way, the camera at the front door is also a lie. Got you worked up, didn't I? It's just a little prank.
You're quite good at this.
I'm honored by your compliment. Being praised by a real scammer, that's quite a talent, huh?
My point is clear. Pay up.
Are you acquainted with my son?
I know him well.
My son's in his 20s. How did you meet him? You seem to be in your 60s.
I'm only 42.
Oh, really? Who told you about my husband and gave you my number?
Your brother, the one who loves gambling.
Ugh.
He told me right away. What an idiot.
There's no reason for me to pay you $50,000.
Do you think there's a reason for a thug to commit a crime?
Oh, you're a thug.
Your late husband was a lawyer, right? His fortune should have filled your pockets.
Not exactly filled, but well, kind of.
50,000 ain't gonna hurt you.
It will.
Listen, pay up quickly or your son is in danger.
Do you know where he is? I don't even know.
If I investigate a bit, I'll find his whereabouts.
Oh, are we still playing cops and scammers? Investigation, you mean? Are you going to ask my brother again? Or is there a network of scammers?
Why would I tell you?
Just out of curiosity. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to start making dinner now. Is it okay if I excuse myself?
Pray it's not your last supper. Huh. Later. Did you come up with 50,000? I've identified your son's location. Hand over the money by tomorrow. If not, who knows what will happen to him. Hey, don't ignore me. You're reading this, right?
Oh, sorry. Still half asleep. Texting me at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. Scammers are surprisingly early risers, huh? I thought they'd sleep in until noon and be lazy.
Shut up. Pay up.
You shut up. I won't pay.
You dare mess with me? Don't try to mimic my tone.
Aw, don't get upset. Just wanted to try playing the villain.
Too late. I've already lost my patience. I just smashed your car window.
Seriously?
You drive a nice car.
How do you know?
You know, humans can't resist fear. If there's an escape, you'll pay. We use that psychology to make money. If you don't pay soon, I'll smash your son's head just like the window.
What a cowardly way of thinking. Are you still human?
I am. That's why harming your son will be the last resort.
Oh, suddenly being considerate. Or is it more like you can't actually harm my son? You still don't know where he is, right?
Next is your pet's turn.
What?
You adore it, right?
He's the banana of my eye.
You mean Apple?
If you do anything to Max, there'll be consequences. He's a beloved family member to both me and my son.
It's up to you.
Darn it. Why is this happening to me?
To you, 50,000 is a pocket change. Just pay up and end this. I already cut down 5 million to 50,000.
I just don't want to submit to criminals. By the way, the 5 million scenario is still alive, huh? It's a bit too exaggerated, don't you think?
After 5 million, 50,000 feels like a bargain, right? In this world, it's about using power and brains cleverly. You may not understand, coming from a sheltered background, though.
Why don't you use your brain for a decent job?
You seem to enjoy provoking me.
Oh, can you tell?
People like you, who sit on high chairs looking down, often need a reality check. Didn't want to do it, but oh well.
What are you going to do?
Max, right? I'm taking him with me.
No! What do you mean? What are you gonna do to him?
I was thinking of letting you off with just the car window, but you pissed me off.
Leave Max alone.
In exchange for 200,000.
200,000? Weren't you asking for 50,000 earlier? Why is it 4 times now?
Because you pissed me off. If you think Max's life is worth that much, you can pay, right?
Where should I transfer the money?
No way I'd do something that leaves a trace. You go to the bank, withdraw the money, and bring the cash.
Where should I go then?
Go to your church after withdrawing the money. I'll give you further instructions from there.
Instead of such a complicated method, let me just hand it over and be done with it. I'm worried about Max.
It'd be bad if the police were tipped off and staked out, so I'll take extra precautions.
Is that what you called brains earlier?
Don't you dare try to trap me. Next time it won't end with a pet. If you act up, I'll bring a hammer and crack your son's head.
Understood. I'll do as you say.
Go and get the money this morning. I'll contact you again in the afternoon.
Got it.
Are you at the church? When it hits 2 p.m., head inside. Make sure you take the money with you.
Got it.
You haven't told the cops, right?
I haven't. Is Max okay?
That depends on your actions from now on. Haha.
It's 2 o'clock now. I'm heading inside.
Go to the ladies' room. The last stall in the back.
I'm here. But how safe is this from a security perspective? Anyone can come in here.
Shut up. Just go into the last stall.
I'm in.
Put the money in the bag I left there.
Oh. In this nylon bag? I've brought it in my own bag, you know. You want me to transfer the entire 200,000 to yours?
Of course. What's the matter? Don't tell me you put a GPS on it. Huh.
No.
By the way, I've got someone inside the church. If you do anything unnecessary, the deal's off. You know what'll happen to your dog, right?
Okay, I'll put it in. It's nerve-wracking to handle 200,000 in a place like this.
Don't worry, my guy's watching to make sure no one else takes it.
Thanks for that. Okay, I'm done.
Come out of the church with the bag.
Oh, I'm not leaving it here?
You got cops coming there or something? I can see through what you're thinking, you know.
You're quite sharp. I give up. I'll obediently comply.
There's a shopping center across the street.
Yeah?
Go to the front of Starbucks on foot.
Okay, wait a moment. I'll move now. Alright, I'm here. What's next?
Look inside the big flower pot. There's a key there.
Is this a car key?
Turn around and look directly straight to the parking area.
Okay.
There's a black Prius parked in the second row, right?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Unlock the car with that key. Put the bag on the rear seat. Place the car key on top of the front tire.
It's like a movie. This is thrilling.
Shut up and do it already.
I put it in the back seat.
Alright, now run back to the church.
Can I just walk fast? I have back pain.
Move as fast as you can and don't look back. Tracking the car is pointless. I'll switch soon. Got it?
Understood. Where's Max?
Tied up on the tree at the church parking lot.
Phew, I'll go get him right away.
Good job. The deal is complete.
Well then, goodbye.
Hey, wait.
What's up?
Got a call from my guy. He says there's no money in the bag.
Really? Then what's inside?
It's filled with a bunch of playing cards.
That can't be right.
What have you done?
Did your guy betray you?
No way.
That's weird. Funny things happen, huh?
It's you, isn't it?
Oops, busted.
God darn you. You don't care what happens to the dog?
I've already taken care of him. You messed around with me, pretending to be the police, kidnapping my dog and making threats, you know. It's going too far for a joke, don't you think?
I'm serious about this.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. It's not something a 42-year-old temp worker would seriously do, Mr. Ivan Hughes.
How do you know my name and job?
I used my police authority and information network.
What? You said you were not a cop.
That was like pretending to tell a lie, but actually telling the truth, you know?
Confusing. So what are you then?
Oh, I'm a police officer. By the way, the camera at my front door is real too. I've already submitted the footage, analyzed it, and identified you from there. I also know your home address. You willingly revealed your age.
Got me.
By the way, the car you smashed the window of, it's not mine.
But it was parked in front of your house.
It's my in-laws' car.
Seriously?
And the dog you took is my mother-in-law's beloved pet, Chocolat. Max is the parakeet I have at home.
I assumed it was a dog.
If something happens to Max, my son will be furious when he returns. He cares more about him than I do.
Wait, so you don't care if something happens to your son?
Huh?
I know where he is, but you don't, right? He's probably run away from home. If you don't want his head bashed in, let me go.
True. I don't exactly know which continent he's in right now.
Continent?
He's been on a military mission overseas for 3 years.
Military?
He left a year ago, and I don't know where he is now. He should be where he's needed, serving our country. You were making a big deal about identifying his location, but you didn't know? So you lied about it too.
I thought he must be somewhere in the country. I wasn't told he was in the military.
Well, I never mentioned it. He wanted to protect people in a different way from his lawyer, dad, or police officer mom, so he joined the military. He has a stronger sense of justice than anyone, so he wouldn't do something like a scam, you know.
Ugh.
By the way, my father-in-law is an active police officer, and my mother-in-law is a professor at the police academy.
Oh, a family of cops unexpected.
You're not my son's acquaintance, are you? Why did you try to deceive me?
Your house is the biggest in the hood. Your neighbors told me your late husband was a lawyer, so there should be a hefty inheritance. I thought I'd try my luck.
Gotta set the record straight with the gossiping neighbors later. So you were tailing me.
I noticed you often meet with the same man, so I took the chance to approach him. Turns out he's your brother. I pretended to be a high school classmate to get your contact info.
I suspected it might be something like that. By the way, my brother isn't a gambling addict. He's a police officer, probably on an investigation.
What?
You looked like a thug with a rough appearance, so he judged that you might cause trouble and gave you my number, which he normally wouldn't do. He said, now it's up to you to deal with him. He thought it was hilarious.
Even your brother? What's up with that?
We're a family of cops. Didn't you say so yourself earlier? Well, my late husband and son aren't police officers, but they each uphold justice in their own way. In the typical sense, it's crazy for a brother to involve his sister in danger. But we're pretty unique. The culprit practically walked into our lives, saving us the trouble of an investigation.
Well, you didn't fall for it, and weren't harmed in any way after all.
That's not true. Those playing cards are a precious keepsake from my late husband.
Okay. I'll just leave them at the church. I don't need this stuff.
Please do.
Okay then, bye.
Wait.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? Come out of Starbucks.
Oh man. I took precautions against GPS tracking.
Don't underestimate police surveillance. The moment you were caught on my entrance camera, you were done.
Jeez, to think I tried to scam the police?
How much have you managed to pull in from your scams until now?
Not sure.
I'll find out anyway. Looks like you're in for a long stretch.
How did it come to this?
Because you tried to scam me, idiot.
Ugh, darn it.
Hughes and his accomplice tried to barricade themselves in Starbucks, but the police raided and both got caught. The total amount of scams revealed in the subsequent investigation was a whopping $1 million. It's strange how such a dumb criminal hadn't been caught before. Previously, he targeted only the elderly. He would pretend to be their family member to swindle money or take advantage of their goodwill. When he got laid off from his job, he decided to make a living solely through scams. He chose me for his first crime. He's charged for the previous scams he's done, as well as kidnapping Max and breaking the car window, and received 10 years in a correctional facility. I hope this despicable scammer reflects on his actions behind bars. When my son returns from his overseas deployment, I'll share this story with him.